Greetings from New Jersey. My name is Krasi Lazarova. I am an associate professor of physics at Centenary University. I teach algebra-based introductory physics for life science majors. As most of you know, there is a trend in higher education to reduce textbook costs for students. Our institution jumped aboard this wagon, and for the last 2-3 years we have searched for open educational resources for pretty much all of our courses. Why open educational resources? I am among the 83% of faculty who believe textbooks cost too much. I do feel, just like the 70% of faculty, colleges should embrace the use of open educational resources. More than 1,000 schools are already using open educational resources, and the monetary value of saving of over $177 million is significant. STEM courses are a bit trickier. These courses need structure and consistency. They usually require banks of homework problems with available answers for additional practice. STEM courses are very often activity-based, so a textbook for such a course needs to satisfy all of these requirements. In my experience, one foundational textbook and some branching out additional resources usually do the job. After extensive research, I chose the OpenStax College Physics as my main textbook. It is accessible, it's available, it's free, and it's a well-written book with as a great foundational resource. I had to supplement some of the concepts with additional links, but the majority of the information and the format of the book works well for my purpose. I posted both a link to the book online as well as uploaded the PDF file to my course page. Students can simply download the file and keep it for as long as they need to. You see additional resources that I added to my welcome page. All are available to the students at the top of my course. The great benefit of the textbook being available online is easy access. When you need to go to a particular chapter or concept, you simply click on the table of content. Everything is bookmarked. This saves a lot of time navigating through the text. Unfortunately, the resources are not integrated with Moodle, our course management system. Blackboard and Canvas are a bit luckier, I guess. However, if you pick and choose some content in the book for either assigning it for additional practice or some useful resource, you can simply pull it directly from the book and make it available. Here is an example that I did for additional practice when I found out students had difficulty with a particular concept. I copy-pasted information in a Word file, and I added that Word file as additional resources available for my students on Moodle. Whether you need content for practice or lecture, the Snip and Sketch option in Windows 10 works wonders. Here's a figure that I needed for some illustration during class. I work with OneNote during lectures. I could simply open the PDF file, go to that particular bookmarked field, copy the figure, paste it on the working document, and continue to work on the problem at hand. For example, if I use tablet, I can simply continue writing and continue with the solution to the problem. What I most like about the availability of OpenStax College Physics is the direct links to the PhET simulations, the ones made by University of Colorado. These are awesome simulations, great visuals. I use a lot of visuals in my lectures. These simulations I usually put links to the sims in the lectures. I also put these separate links as links available explicit in Moodle. The instructor resources to the physics textbook by OpenStax are mostly slides of the pictures used in the book. This is not very helpful if I want my lectures to be useful study guides for my students. So I developed my PowerPoint presentations from scratch technically, using some of the available pictures and sometimes copy-pasting specific definitions of concepts. In addition, I tend to include hyperlinks to videos explaining concepts in different ways as supplements to my explanations. During the pandemic restrictions, I was narrating my lectures using mostly audio over the presentation. Screencast-O-Matic is a great tool to do snippets of recordings as well. I am a firm believer in homework, and in particular online homework for my students. My own research back in 2014 showed that the performance of students who have an online homework platform to force them to do homework is very beneficial to their learning. I found strong correlations between performance on homework and performance on formative assessments. I published this research in the Journal of some College Science Teaching back in 2015, so I am walking my walk in a sense. I chose to use ExpertTA as the supplementary online homework platform for my students. It is relatively inexpensive, offers enough variety of questions to assign, even though I would have loved to have more to choose from, but ExpertTA is not integrated with Moodle either. I manually transfer the final grades back to Moodle, and quite a few manual transformations and transmissions from one system to another, unfortunately. I have assigned homework, practice, recitation questions, exams, quizzes, etc. So far, it worked well for my students. There are still kinks with the software, but for the most part, it is stable and provides very useful feedback. In the end, whatever we try to do, usually it is for us to improve student learning. I provide regular feedback, assigning low-stakes practice problems, short reading quizzes, and graded reflections on learning. In the last 2 years, we switched to more hybrid method of teaching, and I added discussion board questions for remote students, polls during lectures with online responses for all students as well. Since we have both in-person and remote students now, I use a writing tablet and solve problems with the class on OneNote or Whiteboard. These can be saved and shared with the class. Recording lectures was also something that students asked for. We record the lectures and make them available for a limited time. Due to storage limits, the lectures are deleted after a certain period of time. In summary, the OpenStax College Physics textbook is a great resource for my courses. I had to put a lot of work to prepare lectures the first semester. Now I am only improving them. Additional materials are also needed. The simulations work wonders for visualization of concepts purposes. I do a lot of manual transfers to Moodle, my learning management system, as it is not integrated with any popular resources. I think an introductory college physics course must have an online homework platform associated with it. Students learn so much better when practicing. ExpertTA, WebAssign are the two that I've tried in the past. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. My email addresses are listed here. Feel free to email me if you have any questions or you have additional ideas on the topics that you would like to share with me. Enjoy the Open Ed presentations today and the rest of the days. Have a great day.